So I'm sorry to report that Elon Musk continues to go out and make a complete fool of himself in simping for Donald Trump. This is an article from Gizmodo. Elon Musk said he might get thrown in jail if Trump doesn't win. Musk also claimed liberal states were, quote, making crime legal during an interview with Tucker Carlson. So Tucker Carlson, of course, another terrific mind just like Elon Musk, former Fox News guy, conservative commentator. So Elon Musk, the world's richest person, appeared on a new episode of Tucker Carlson's web video show Monday in an almost 2-hour interview. Musk made false claims about undocumented immigrants voting in the U.S., of course, lied about the state of California legalizing theft, and complained about homeless people. Among a host of other topics, Musk even claimed, first jokingly, and then not so jokingly, that he would be thrown in prison if Donald Trump didn't beat Kamala Harris in the presidential election. Well, for some people, that probably comes off as a pretty big endorsement of Kamala Harris. I hate to break it to you, buddy. If he loses, man, what? Carlson said with a laugh. You're effed, dude. Musk said, quote, I'm effed. If he loses, I'm effed. How long do you think my prison sentence is going to be? Do you think, will I see my children? I don't know. Musk went on to explain that he'd been, quote, trashing Kamala nonstop, notably mispronouncing the name of the vice president while outlining the joke he'd told on his social media platform X about the potential assassination of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. And Musk eventually deleted that tweet. I wonder why. It was all done with a laugh, but the discussion was also deadly serious, as viewers would learn while the two men spoke at length. Later in the interview, which was recorded on Sunday, so that's 3 days ago, Musk reiterated that he was such a threat to Democrats like Harris that they would have him jailed. The billionaire said X in particular, which he bought for $44 million back in 2022 when it was known as Twitter, was such a threat that Dems would try to, quote, shut it down by any means possible. They'll try to, quote, prosecute the company, prosecute me. I mean, the amount of lawfare that we've been seeing taking place is outrageous, said Musk. Elon, or bear with me, Donald Trump committed crimes and he got prosecuted for committing those crimes. That's also possible. Just because he has an R next to his name and the administration in power has a D next to his name doesn't mean that they're prosecuting him for political reasons. And in fact, keep in mind, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, there's no evidence that they are behind the prosecutions of Trump at all. So this is just baseless nonsense from Elon Musk. And you need to know that it's baseless so that you can be well informed in this election. Musk has very publicly backed Trump in this election and even started a political action committee that's offering $47 to registered voters in 7 states who sign up for his, quote, petition. But Musk appears to think of himself as a perpetual victim of liberal forces despite being the wealthiest person in the world. You know, that's kind of a trend, actually. A lot of these wealthy guys are like, oh, I just can't sleep at night because of these evil lefties, liberals, you know, they're keeping me up at night. Homeless people, immigrants, that makes me so mad. Like, that's what these people are all about. It's crazy. Like, if you were a billionaire, wouldn't you just stay out of politics and, like, relax? Guess not if you're Elon Musk. The billionaire CEO also repeated lies about the state of California making theft legal, a right-wing meme that's popular on X, which would seem to contradict his own assertion that he would eventually be thrown in prison for crimes if the Democrats remain in the White House. Quote, well, you know this whole movement to decriminalize crime, Musk asked Carlson. Oh, I've noticed, yes. What is that? Carlson replied. Quote, madness, like to make crime legal, like in California. You can just steal things and nobody does anything. It's like fully legal to steal anything under $1,000 in California, Musk insisted. Musk is referring to the fact that the cutoff for when a misdemeanor becomes felony theft is $950 in California. But as Washington Post criminal justice reporter Radley Balco wrote in 2023, debunking this meme, 34 states have a higher threshold for felony theft than California, including a Republican-run state of Texas, which is $2,500, and South Carolina, which is $2,000. They have much higher thresholds, which undercuts the idea, despite what gets parroted nonstop on Fox News and X. So by Elon Musk's logic, the amazing red state Republican haven of Texas And the red state of South Carolina are also decriminalizing theft. Would you look at that? Somebody should give Greg Abbott and Lindsey Graham a call. Let them know. Musk also complained that the public hasn't seen deceased pedophile Jeffrey Epstein's client list, a particularly funny observation given that Musk's brother reportedly got set up with a girlfriend by Epstein in an effort to get close to Musk, according to a 2020 report from Business Insider. I didn't know that myself, but yeah, not surprising. Remember that infamous picture of Elon Musk and Ghislaine Maxwell? Yeah, kind of not a good look. Kind of disturbing that a lot of people worship this guy. Kind of hypocritical of him to bring up Epstein's client list. I would think he'd want to keep that on the down low, but I guess not. He doesn't really care. Let's see. I think part of why Kamala is getting so much support, Musk said, if Trump wins, that Epstein client list is going to become public. What is Donald Trump's relationship with Jeffrey Epstein? That's a rhetorical question because I think most people know. Carlson then asked Musk, quote, do you think Reid Hoffman is uncomfortable, referring to the billionaire co-founder of LinkedIn who'd visits Epstein's private island in the Caribbean in 2014, according to a report from the Wall Street Journal. Hoffman told the newspaper that he was on an MIT fundraising trip at the time. Musk replied saying that he did think Hoffman is uncomfortable along with Gates, presumably referring to Bill Gates, who also met with Epstein at least 3 times. Oh yeah, Elon Musk has a kind of weird obsession with Bill Gates. Like, he posted some meme comparing Bill Gates to the pregnant man emoji just out of the blue one time for no reason. It was really weird. But I guess compared to his tweet toward Taylor Swift talking about giving her a baby, it's not that weird. But yeah, the dude has changed, that's for sure. He's definitely become more of a weirdo since he's become more explicitly pro-Trump. Let's see. Quote, where's the video? I mean, between Diddy and Epstein, there's probably several thousand hours of footage there, Musk said. But again, that's an odd thing to bring up given reports that Musk has said he's good friends with Diddy, who was also an investor who helped Musk take Twitter private in 2022. Yeah, this whole... People on the right, anyone who's like Trump sympathetic, maybe not anyone who's Republican, but anyone who's heavily Trump sympathetic probably doesn't want to go around bringing up the Jeffrey Epstein stuff. Just keep it out of your vocabulary, buddy. The rest of Carlson's interview includes the usual whining from Musk about how the Democrats are trying to rig the election. Musk ranted about illegal immigration, of course, because that's their pet issue, claiming that Democrats are flying undocumented immigrants into swing states to change the election. Musk also said the Dems will, quote, legalize so many illegals that are there that the next election there won't be any swing states. Yeah, that's not going to happen, buddy. I mean, this hysteria is so absurd. Like, is this really what people care about? Like, is this really going to win over people to Donald Trump? Just complaining about immigrants? Like, the average American doesn't just get up one morning and say, immigrants are bad. I don't like immigrants. The reason my boss isn't paying me more is because of immigrants. The reason I haven't gotten a raise since January 2018 is because of immigrants. Like, really? What is going on here? Musk even said that because Kamala Harris didn't go through the traditional primary process before Biden stepped aside, Democrats were creating a, quote, tiny oligarchy. What about the oligarchy that's been created around Trump? I mean, this is the 3rd time in a row your guys have nominated him. And who's supposed to step in when Biden steps aside? The primary was done at that point. The Democratic Party needed to get a new nominee, dude. This is part of the whole gotcha that Republicans do of, oh, your candidate didn't get any votes in the primary. Therefore, you, the Democrats, are the real threat to democracy. It's insincere, it's shameless, it's cynical, and it's not a legitimate point. You know, it's just used to deflect from accusations of Trump being a threat to democracy. And by the way, those accusations against Trump are, by and large, verifiably true. They're just indisputable. Sorry, he tried to overthrow the last election. That's not debatable at all. Sorry, I'm just right. The Democrats are just less of a threat to democracy than Trump is at the moment. The fact that Kamala Harris didn't get any primary votes, Like, yes, I can see why people might be hesitant to vote for Harris for a number of reasons, but the idea that she's a threat to democracy, no, just no. So yeah, wow, this was interesting. But yeah, Musk and Tucker Carlson, two of Trump's proudest simps, basically. Yeah, what has happened to Elon Musk? You know, I remember a couple years ago, I thought he was a really interesting guy when he wasn't super political. And even when he started getting a little bit political, I thought the idea of him buying Twitter didn't seem that insane. I was like, whatever, dude. If you think you can make a change for the better, go for it, Elon. But now it's just like, there's Hitler apologia all over X. He's out there censoring people who post dossier. That, you know, remember he censored Ken Klippenstein for posting the J.D. Vance dossier, suspended him. So yeah, it's not going very well. Someone said it's basically like the middle school cafeteria, except it's online, and I largely agree with that. So yeah, that's Elon Musk and Tucker Carlson completely embarrassing themselves. Let me know in the comments what you think of this. Let me know if you think that maybe Elon is right, maybe he's got a few points there, or if you think he's full of crap. I am interested to hear. I welcome debate on this channel. As always, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe to the channel, and thank you so much for watching. I look forward to speaking to you in the next video.